None of us were surprised to hear Disney Plus has lost a bit over $500 million in the last quarter after they've banked on woman power driven content, and now canceled Disney Plus online searches have skyrocketed after they announced a price increase, and it looks like they're going to face mass cancellations over the more than 25% price increases. I have a few different things to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media so you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and live streams I create, consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon or a supporter via YouTube memberships. So it says cancel Disney Plus online searches spike after Disney hikes prices by more than 25%. Now, it was inevitable that they were going to raise prices. Every company is doing it right now, and it is forcing consumers away. The point of streaming services were getting the content that you wanted at a lower price. But if you have Hulu, Disney Plus, Netflix, if you have Crunchyroll, if you have Shudder, if you have all of these different things combined, it ends up being the same exact price. And yes, each one does have exclusive content, and maybe one of these streaming services puts out the exclusive content you want, but if you paid for every single one, you are paying a lot of money for content. But with the Hollywood strikes going on right now, with the price increases for content, it was inevitable that they were going to raise prices. I mean, look at Secret Invasion. That has the worst scores of any MCU project, and it cost over $200 million to create. That is a major amount of money for a TV show, and, well, it looks like it's not bringing in the numbers they wanted. We haven't really heard anything, and they're not boasting about it, meaning it didn't do as good as they wanted. But it says Google search data shows that canceled Disney Plus jumped worldwide by 510% on Monday, the most significant increase of that phrase on Google Trends since January 2023, according to an analysis from NoDeposit.guide. This is hilarious to me because, first of all, it jumped 510% on Monday, which is the amount of money they lost. $510 million. Funny coincidence, in my opinion. But I do think that they are going to face a wave of mass cancellations. I don't see a way that they wouldn't at this point. Again, they're putting out content like you get all of these live action adaptations when they finally go online. You get Marvel movies, you're getting the Marvel shows, you're getting Star Wars content, but it's just not enough to keep people around continuously. It says last week the Walt Disney Company said it is hiking Disney Plus's monthly subscription price to $13.99 from $10.99, a 27% increase. And last year the price rose from $10.99 from $7.99, which means Disney Plus subscribers will see their monthly bill climb a total of 75% in the last 2 years. And keep in mind, Disney Plus is still not making them money. When they launched Disney Plus originally, they predicted that it would take until 2024 until they started making money. But with each quarter that passes, the numbers are not declining. You know, it's not like last quarter they lost 700 million, this quarter they're losing 500 million, and next quarter they're expected to lose 300 million. It's not like we are seeing a decline. We are seeing it stay very steady, and that does not scream good news for this company. And keep in mind, when it comes to streaming services, they still owe Comcast nearly $12 billion out of the $29 billion deal in order to obtain the 66% of Hulu. They were expected to even buy the last 33% of Hulu from Comcast in 2024, early 2024 it was expected, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen now. Disney's interim chief financial officer at the earnings call had said Disney still has about 11.5 billion of cash on our balance sheet. We've got 10.5 billion worth of revolving credit facilities and commercial paper, and we will have plenty of future cash flow to help fund all of this going forward. This is the number that we know that they owe for Hulu currently. So when it comes to streaming services, they are really in rough waters at this point. And to top it off, financial analysts recently speculated they've lost a bit over $1 billion at the box office over the past 12 months. You have failures like Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. You have the Little Mermaid remake. You have Pixar's Elemental. These are films that have failed or done just okay. Like Little Mermaid was, a film that made its money back, but it did just okay. They wanted it to hit the $1 billion mark. We heard, and it only barely got over the $500 million mark. So it did technically break even, but it didn't really make them money like they expected. Elemental is a complete and utter failure. Dial of Destiny also didn't hit the numbers they wanted. Now we also have Haunted Mansion to add to the mix. It is still in theaters and it's only been out for about 2 weeks, but we saw the numbers for that at launch and they were abysmal, and they have not gotten better. They are pushing out content that people do not want, and I do think that they have forced away a lot of consumers with the political narratives they're pushing in their content. If Disney wants to get back on track, they need to stop with the woman power focused content, stop pushing the leftist propaganda, and actively listen to their fan bases. Who are the ones that will buy tickets, merchandise, support your brands? Only fans, not the social justice crowd that's perpetually offended online that they've been trying so desperately to market to. Those people are not going to flock to their service and save them while they're facing mass cancellations. Those people never show up. They need to stop dividing their fan bases, and they need to just get back to the drawing board, get better writers and creatives, and really think about the projects they need to be making, not shit like The Marvels with Captain Marvel and Monica Rambeau and Miss Marvel. That's not what people want to see, especially when you hear that it's wacky and silly and comedic. I'm sorry, people are not going to show up. People do not want that type of content. And they really need to hone in on what made the MCU special, Star Wars special, what people love from Pixar, what people would want to see in these live action adaptations. And unfortunately, they're just not making that content at this point. So it's kind of a clusterfuck right now. Cancel Disney Plus online searches have spiked by more than 25% after the price hikes. You've got all of these films failing in theaters. Everything's just looking very bad for Disney at this point, and I don't see a way that that's going to change, at least anytime soon. But for now, that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.